Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1982 to listen to the highly requested In the Cage Medley from Three Sides Live album. And that includes In the Cage, Cinema Show, The Colony of Slippermen, and the amazing Afterglow. Really excited to check this medley out. It's been highly requested by many of you, and you know I love some Genesis, especially live Genesis. Haven't heard too much of that on this channel. And we're getting a new song here, of course, The Colony of Slippermen. Really excited for that. I don't know if it's the whole thing or not, but I know it's from the Lamb album. Don't know anything about it musically. I did check out the lyrics, and wow. That's all I need to say there. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button, as well as the notification bell to join the Retro Reactions crew, where it's all amazing music all the time. Here we go.
I got sunshine in my stomach, like I just rocked my baby to sleep. I got sunshine in my stomach, but I can't keep me from creeping sleep.
figure out the transition there between Cinema Show and Colony. Wow, I was just so lost in the music right there, especially towards the end. Incredible. Is this really live? I couldn't believe my ears. It's like perfection, the way they're executing it, the high energy, the impeccable playing, everything that's happening, just the level where everything is occurring here is just superb, spectacular, etc., etc. It's Genesis, but hearing it live is insane, insanely good. Wow. We'll start with Phil. Oh, his voice, incredible. And it's really strong at this point, especially in the live setting. He's already, in the air tonight territory. And wow, incredible there. Like so many other singers I'm hearing on this channel, his voice has so many shades to it, and he can mold it depending on the mood of the song. And here's a perfect example in the Cage. I noticed a lot of grit and gravel in his voice, and again, perfect. Phil, we love you. Anyway, moving on to Chester. Wow. I assume and I hope he's drumming in 100% of this medley. I know him and Phil kind of, took turns or shared duties, but I'm not sure in this tour if that's the case. So let me know if Chester was doing 100% of the drumming here, but I think so. And he sounded absolutely amazing. Really caught my ear several times. Just so hard hitting. I mean, by the end, it was like rapid fire drumming, and I absolutely loved it. So kudos to him. I knew he was amazing because you all told me so. So really got to appreciate him here. Definitely enjoyed all the drumming that I'm hearing in this medley so far. I noticed some sections of super fast bass. And again, let me know if that was Mike. I'm going to assume it was. Sounding amazing, as always. As far as the vocals, we only heard vocals so far in the Cage. And, didn't remember it too well. So it was nice to relive it again. Really enjoyed every element of it. But the voice, wow, Phil gave it kind of a different touch than the original. Of course, Peter did the studio version, but not too different a touch, Still kind of the same vein. Their voices are similar. We've talked about that. But Phil's vocals here so fitting to the music of this classic song. And I really enjoyed that combination. I love, Peter singing the old stuff, but I love Phil also singing those same old songs. Just a slightly different touch. Then I noticed some super fast electric guitar work. I'm hoping that's Daryl Sturmer. Don't know much about him other than I've seen him in a few live performances online. But let me know if that was him. He sounded incredible. I know he's on this tour, so I'm pretty sure it was Daryl. Then, of course, we moved on to a section of Cinema Show. I know in those long old songs, they only do pieces of them in their live settings, from this point onwards, or maybe from the mid-70s onwards. And unfortunate, but they are long songs. They try to fit so much of their catalog into a show, so I kind of understand that. A lot of artists do medleys for that reason. But just absolutely glorious keyboard work going on here for Cinema Show by, of course, Tony. I mean, he's great throughout, but really loved him here and in sections of In the Cage. Really shining. They picked a really great section of Cinema Show to showcase here, so really enjoyed that. And I think we've either moved on or about to move on to the Colony of Slippermen. So let's continue and then finish it off into Afterglow.
the ways and holes that used to give me shelter, they're all as one to me now. Oh, but I would search everywhere just to hear your call. I'll walk upon stranger roads than this one, in a world I used to know before, 'cause I miss you more. Oh, oh, oh. And the sun reflecting off my pillow, bringing the warmth of new life. Oh, oh, oh. And the sound that echoed all around me when I caught a glimpse of in the night. Oh, but now I've lost everything. I give to you my soul, and the meaning of all that I believed before escapes me. In this world I'm not no thing and no one. But I would search everywhere just to hear your call. I'll walk upon stranger roads than this one, in a world I used to know before. Oh, but now I've lost everything. When I give to you my soul, and the meaning of all that I believed before escapes me. In this world I'm not, 'cause I miss you more, I miss you more.
There was almost a minute left after the song ended, and I thought, is there going to be something else? But no, it was just applause, and I'm glad they did that. Very, very fitting for that medley. Very deserving of all the applause and all the ovation. Wow, just overall amazing, incredible, stellar performance, just as you guys told me. Unfortunately for me, they just used a very small portion of the Colony of Slipper Men. It was too short for me to get a real feel of the song, so I'll have to listen to it, in the context of the album and in full in the album. So gonna have to wait for that one, but it was really interesting, the snippet that I did get. I definitely love the interesting synth melody going on in that song. I'm glad that they showcased the synth part, because at least I get a little feel of the song. It was surprisingly upbeat with just a touch of darkness, and Genesis does that balance so perfectly. With the lyrical themes going on, which I know about, I expected like a crazy dark song, but surprisingly upbeat. Wow, you never know with Genesis. Then we seamlessly transition into Afterglow. We all love that song, I know. And I love how everything just got soft, but just as impactful and just as beautiful. I noticed the electric guitar, the keyboard, the drums, and the bass all became very gentle, in contrast with the last songs. Of course, that's so fitting for this type of ballad, so I'm glad they did that. Makes total sense. But then, halfway into the song, they ramped up, and it was in the heavens at that point. Everything was just glorious, powerful, but still just as beautiful as the whole song is. So really enjoyed that. Of course, the outro seemed, extended just a bit compared to the studio version. Of course, there was no fade out, so they had more time to, just keep it going and then end on just one powerful note. They had me going, they had the audience going, obviously, and just a glorious way to end that medley. And just wow, what a great set list. I'm looking at it now. I know 6 other songs from this live album, and this medley being presented so amazingly, I know that all those other songs are presented just as excellently, and if that's a word. And anyway, excited to maybe one day listen to the whole album. Really interesting that, Misunderstanding comes before this medley. I mean, what a contrast in my opinion. But anyway, enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you all for the suggestion. Of course you were right. So an obvious epic platinum record award performance here. Really, really loved it. Thanks again. And thank you, Phil Collins, Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford, Daryl Sturmer, and Chester Thompson for your amazing, excellent musicianship, masterful playing, masterful execution on a live stage. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. This is probably going to be a long one because this medley was long. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about this medley, this album, or anything Genesis. Would love your feedback and really excited to see where I'm going to go next. Not sure yet. I got a week to figure it out, but I know it's going to be amazing whatever era I get into and whatever song I listen to. Anyway, you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.